Hello YouTube. This is what happened. I was in my room and I was thinking to myself, I can either watch a TV show I don't want to watch, or I can review this hydro flask. So guess what I'm doing? Anyways, to start off with, this hydro flask, this particular one was a gift from my brother's excellent and awesome girlfriend. She's very sweet, and I'm really thankful for thinking of me for my birthday. You know, she didn't have to do that. You know, I'm not a boyfriend, and she not only got me this, she sent me and my brother to Penn and Teller, who were in Texas here pretty recently, which was interesting. But anyways, this gift. This is the hydro flask. Basically what it is a double-walled vacuum beverage container. You can put pretty much whatever you want in it. You can put hot stuff in there and it'll keep it hot. You can put cold stuff in there and it'll keep it cold. It won't sweat. So if it's like, let's just say you put ice in a drink and something in there that's really cold, and you put it out on the table, it won't sweat out. It won't. I don't know how to explain it any clearer than that. it won't. It won't drip liquid. There's not going to be condensation, I guess is the best way to put it. And also, well, first of all, it keeps things cold for 24 hours. It keeps things hot for 12 hours. And this particular one is 21 ounces. That's 621 milliliters. And it's powder coated. And as you can see, the powder coat is wearing off. I am using it at work. And as some of you may or may not know, I do not like water. If I'm drinking water and I'm enjoying it, that means I'm on the verge or I am dehydrated. So generally, I don't drink water just for the heck of it. It has to be something with flavor. So usually what I put in here, what I have been putting in here, is Red Diamond sugar-free sweet tea. Trying to cut back on the sugar. And it's been awesome. I can't tell you that this is going to work better than other vacuum bottles out there, because you know they pretty much all do the same thing. They're going to be different prices depending on the name brand, and if it has a picture that's a trademark on it, or anything fancy like that. But this is what I'm going to call a bare bones vacuum bottle. It's pretty much all you need. No bells or whistles. It does come in many different colors, and I'll get on that here in a little bit. Made in China, so if you have a problem with Chinese products, keep that in mind. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this. At first, when I got it, I was putting the tea in there, the Red Diamond sugar-free sweet tea, and I want it to stay facing the camera. There we go. And I was putting ice in it, and I would put ice in it, and then I'll put the tea, thinking to myself, well, this is going to be very refreshing. I'm out mowing and weed eating, and I get this up, I want to have a super chill drink, which is true. And I can tell you that this 21 ounce, your ice is going to last a whole lot longer than your drink is going to last. Whether you take this to walk outside and you chug it all as soon as you get there, or you sip on it throughout the day, the ice is going to last longer than your drink. I pretty much guarantee it. But I came to the conclusion that I really don't need ice in there. And in fact, if I put ice in it, I'm actually getting less of the tea because ice is taking up space. So you know, I came to that conclusion and I stopped putting ice in it. The tea is already ice cold, or is already cold from the refrigerator. So I just pour it in there and I put it in my Timbuk2 bag and I take it to work and use it. And it's been keeping it cold. I will tell you this, the cool thing about putting ice in here is because after you get finished chugging or drinking whatever beverage you have in here and the ice is left over, you can put the lid on, and this is not very efficient because it is a vacuum double-walled container, but the ice will melt to a very small extent. So you can kind of sip on that later on. And also, if you drink all of the liquid in there and you have the ice and you're, for whatever reason later on you can't get to some more water, you're out in the field, you can chew up that ice. And you can chew on ice and it's there. It's going to last a long time. So that's cool. That's something to keep in mind. They do have these in a pretty wide range of sizes. I think the smallest one they have is 18 ounces. I personally wouldn't get that one for myself. And I'm finding that the 21 ounce is really kind of small. Don't get me wrong, I love this. I'm really appreciate it from my brother's girlfriend. But, after getting this and seeing how long my beverage is going to last, and it depends what I'm doing. It depends if I'm going to be outside all day or if they have me working inside. It really depends on that. Sometimes this is more than enough. Usually what I do, I fill it up before work, and then I forgive the dog, and I drink it. We have a break time around 10 o'clock and I drink it, and then when I go on lunch break, I go back to my house, refill it, and then that will last me pretty much the rest of the day when my next break is at 3 o'clock. So some days it's more than enough, other days I'm kind of wishing it was a little bit bigger, but keep this in mind. My brother and brother's girlfriend introduced me to this, and now I'm thinking about upgrading. I'm thinking about buying the bigger hydro flask. They have, like I said, they have different sizes. They have the 18, the 21, they have a 32 ounce, they have a 40 ounce. And let me look this up. They got a huge one. Let's see. How big is it? I thought about getting this 64 ounce hydro flask beverage container. And I'm gonna say that these different sizes are good for different applications. Let's see, the 21 ounce, the 32 ounce, and 40 ounce, I would say are good if you're going to be day hiking or maybe picnicking, doing what I'm doing, just carrying a beverage with you on a day-to-day basis. Those are, to me, are more EDC size beverage containers, to use a gear term, everyday carry. They're very carryable, or at least this one is. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the 32 inch is pretty. Not inch, but the 32 ounce is a pretty carryable size as well. The 40 ounce, maybe not as much, but still doable. If you're used to carrying a Nalgene, I think you can handle some of those larger size hydro flask. Which the Nalgene is a full liter. But anyways. The 62 ounce or 64 ounce, it looks big. That's what it is. Like I said, it's a monster, and to me that's something that is more likely going to be a vehicle or base camp container. Let's just say you take tennis lessons, you keep that in on the table next to you while you play tennis, or you keep it in the vehicle while you play tennis. You get thirsty, you drink on it, or maybe you're a welder on a pipeline and you don't have access to the refrigerator, or maybe well, yeah, you don't have access to the refrigerator. You're out in the middle of nowhere welding. This big 64 ounce will come in handy because it will last a long time, and that's pretty much it. You know, it will last a long time. I kind of compare it to the Yeti ice chest, or the Yeti coolers. Yeti coolers are not good coolers for parties, or you know, necessarily for picnicking or anything like that. In my opinion, there's going to be people who disagree with me, but the Yeti is extremely heavy, and if you're constantly opening and closing it, it doesn't hold ice as well as it advertises, or as its reputation would suggest. I know from talking to many customers from Academy that if you use it as a party cooler, and you take that lid off and on, or leave the lid off, the ice is going to melt relatively quickly. But for someone like a deep sea fisherman, someone that's going to be on a boat for long periods of time, or a welder who's going to be out on a pipeline for long periods of time, the Yeti really makes sense, because it is almost like it's a non-electric refrigerator. You put ice in it, you put your beverage in it, or you put your fish in it, you put your food in it. It's going to last forever. I better not say forever, but it's going to last a very long time. And those people aren't necessarily opening and closing the coolers every 5 minutes. So to me, that would make sense for those people. And there's a lot of other people who buy Yetis that, in my opinion, really don't need them. And it's more of a status symbol than an actual functioning piece of gear, because it's too heavy to carry around even without ice, and it has no wheels. It's just inconvenient. And I don't know why I'm talking about Yetis on this review. Trust me, I'll get back to this. Anyways, I was comparing the 64 ounce to a Yeti. It's not something that you'll necessarily carry with you on your person day to day. But if you have maybe a base camp, or you're car camping, or you're doing some kind of workout, like you go into the gym, it would be a good size to have. And like I said, they come in all different colors. If I get the 40 ounce, I think I'm gonna get Arctic White. This is Everest Blue. Or if I get the 64 ounce one, which I probably won't get, one, because it's fairly expensive, and two, you know, I can't fit it on my lawnmower that I use. Or I might be able to fit it on the lawnmower, but it won't fit in the cup holder. But if I get that one, they have a copper brown, which looks really cool. Here's the lid. It's just a screw lid. As you can see, it's real simple. Has a little place where you could put a carabiner on it and clip it to your pack. Something to keep in mind with these vacuum sealed beverage containers: you cannot boil water in them. One thing, is highly insulated and it's not going to work out too well, and two, you might burn through the metal before you boil the water, or you might there's a vacuum in here, so there shouldn't be any air in the actual container, but it could ruin it. So it's not designed to boil water. You're not going to cook in this thing. So keep that in mind. That's it. I hope y'all have a great day. Oh wait, let me get back on prices. I need to tell you the prices. The 64 ounce, the big monster, is $49.40 Amazon Prime. So normally $54.99. So that's expensive, and you have to find out for yourself if you can justify spending that kind of money. Oh, they got a 24 ounce, and it's $29.99. The 18 ounce is $23, The 21 is $18.79. $18.79. The 42 ounce is $29.95, and the 40 ounce, which I think I'm planning on getting the 40 ounce sometime in the future, but it's $27.99. So, to me, it's a good product. Yes, you can get a Stanley or you can get a Torvis, but by the way, those Torvises are pretty expensive. So I'd probably go for this one right here. But it's a good product. It does exactly what it advertises to do. So I wanted to share it with you. Hope y'all have a great day. I'm a Satsu5, and I'm out.